Hi, my name is Zack Larimore, and this is my research proposal presentation. This is going to be a study about nausea and enjoyment on conventional gaming versus virtual reality gaming. The first piece of literature I was able to find studied pretty closely what I'm going to be studying. It was conventional gaming versus virtual reality gaming, but they were studying immersiveness, usability, and enjoyment. The study found that the participants did have a lot more fun playing virtual reality as opposed to a conventional game. The second piece of literature I found was a study on 104 forensic students, and they solved a murder mystery using forensics in virtual reality. It was to study positive learning outcomes, and it did find that, in fact, they learned better and had more fun learning these types of forensics using virtual reality. The last piece of literature I found examined medical students and their knowledge of the human spine. They were given a pre-test based on their knowledge about the human spine, and then they went through a virtual reality course and given a post-test, and there was, in fact, a positive learning outcome associated with their knowledge, and it did, in fact, find that there was a positive learning outcome associated with the use of VR and for educational purposes. Why this one's important to my study is because they also examined nausea and fatigue and dizziness, which is something that, as far as I could find, none of the other literature was measuring as far as virtual reality was concerned. The purpose of my research is to determine whether or not my participants feel less or more nausea or less or more enjoyment on a VR headset as opposed to conventional games. My hypothesis is that my participants will experience more enjoyment and more nausea in a VR headset and less enjoyment and less nausea while playing a game conventionally. My research question is if my participants' enjoyment in virtual reality will override any nausea they might experience. It's sort of like if you've been on a roller coaster and you vomited afterwards, but you still had fun and you do it again. That's essentially what I'm trying to measure. Because I'm going to be using a 5-point Likert scale to measure all of these outcomes, this research is going to be pretty quantitative with a post-positivist worldview. How I'm essentially doing this is I'm having them come over one at a time. They'll play 30 minutes conventionally and then 30 minutes in the VR headset, and then I'm going to give them a questionnaire after with that 5-point Likert scale. The significance here for the research is that not a lot of peer-reviewed research has been done on this subject, but it's also just significant to me. I kind of wanted to figure out whether or not people are going to have a good time, even though they might be nauseous. And that's it. Thank you for watching my research proposal presentation.